Hello and welcome back to Glenfield Grange. In today's video we are going to make some easy no-sew curtains for the doll's house, and they're easy to do and easy to put up so that you can always change them when you feel in the mood. And here's a picture of one of my windows in the doll's house with no curtains, and that's what we're going to try and achieve making the curtains. Of course all your windows will be a different size, so you'll have to cut the card according to the size of the aperture of your window. But to start off, before we start even trying to make the curtains, if you get some card, just ordinary cardstock, make a shape like this, so you've got two little bars coming down either side of your window. That's very important. So you cut the card shape out to fit the aperture of your window. And also you'll need another one as a pelmet for each window, and this will be exactly the size of the first piece but without the down pieces of card. See, that's the first bit. That's very important. If you do that first, it all comes together very quickly. The materials that you need will be PVA glue, a stack of cardboard, a little stack of cardboard piled up and covered with tin foil. That's really handy because we'll be pinning the curtains out with dressmaker's pins, and the PVA glue won't stick to the foil, so that comes in really handy. Scissors, printed cottons. I've got lots of different cottons here. That's another pretty one. When you send for cottons, sometimes they have a slippery feel to them. I think they've been coated with something, but what you need is just the basic printed cotton with little small pictures and patterns, not great big pictures and patterns. That's been coated as well. This is one that hasn't been coated, and you can feel the difference because it doesn't slip and it feels just like cotton used to feel. It's quite important to use this type and not the slippery type, because it will work, but it doesn't work as well as the ordinary, you know, the bog standard printed cottons. You could use some lace. I've got some different laces here. So instead of making a pelmet of material, printed material, you can make a pelmet of lace, which would look quite nice going along the pelmet. Did I say scissors? I think I said scissors. Yes. PVA glue, a little dish to do a 3-in-1 mix of PVA glue. That's 3 parts PVA to 1 part water. And then the other things are dressmaker's pins and kitchen roll. Just trying to think what else you need. There's not an awful lot really. Oh, cardstock. You need some cardstock and some of the printed materials. What the first thing you do is, here's a piece of ordinary printed material. It's very nice. You cut your material to the length of the curtain that you want. Say you want it down here, and you glue a hem with the PVA glue all the way around, a small hem all the way around. That's neat PVA glue, and you keep pressing it or put something heavy on there so that it when it dries it's quite tough. Leave that overnight, and then when we come back in a moment after the Dollhouse intro with some lovely summery scenes added, I'll show you how to finish off and make the curtains. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in a moment. Catch you later, Sharon. Here we go then, we're going to start to make some curtains. But first of all, I've got some PVA glue. The camera's in a bit of a funny angle because I'm trying to show you how to pin the curtain out. But this is PVA glue, 3 parts water to 1 part PVA. I use the tacky PVA, so it's nice and strong. Just mix it really well. I'm going to get this piece of card. You get this piece of card with the sides that I showed you in the beginning. You put it onto the foil pad that's covered, and onto the cardboard pad, sorry, that's covered with foil, and you draw around with a pen or just score the mark silhouette of the piece of card, so you've got the impression of the curtain pelmet. And it's on there now. Can you see it if I hold it that way? You've got the impression like that. The next thing we do is pick up your piece of printed material that you've previously glued round and hemmed it round, and immerse it in the PVA glue. Give it a good old soak. That's it. Have lots of baby wipes and kitchen roll available to wipe your hands. I can't work with rubber gloves, so give it a little squeeze. Give it a little squeeze. I'll try to get it in camera shot wherever possible. Then you open the material out, and you put your edge onto the edge, very edge of that mark, because that's where the edge of your curtain is. Then the next thing to do will be to pleat it, and with these dressmaker's pins, pin the pleats into place, which is quite satisfying because it makes a scrunch as you go down into the cardboard. So I'm pleating as I go. And you can make the pleats as loose or as tight as you want. I'm gonna make these pleats quite tidy. It's a very easy way of making curtains, and you can dress them up or dress them down whichever way you want. You can add frills and add a valance or tassels. Just pin the pleat in place. When I come to the middle, which would be the middle of the curtain, both sides, I tend to tuck it under right at the end. I tuck it under so that it hangs really nicely. And I make a little fold like the curtain's draped. Some of these pins are a little bit blunt where I've used them so much. I've made all the curtains in Glenfield Grange. Can you see what I'm doing? So I've made all the curtains in Glenfield Grange, and it saves you a lot of money, and when you hang them up, if you just use a piece of museum wax, you can take them down any time you want and put a different pair up. That's it. You've got lots of time to rearrange it to get it exactly how you like. Keep going the wrong way. So that's one curtain. Now that was that piece of card which you do, and I've got the other side to do yet, which I'll just do exactly the same. The other piece of card was this one, which is the pelmet, which goes across there afterwards. When it's all dry, you put that on there, stick that on there. And I've covered the pelmet in the same material, and that will be stuck on there when the curtain's dry, when this is set. You have to leave it overnight for it to set. But I've got some curtains in Glenfield Grange that I can show you that I've done. So we've got that, and also I've got two little pieces of fabric with some lace around it, and that will be a little tie back. You can imagine that on the curtain. That'll be two little tie backs, and they're just, the lace is just glued onto the back of a little piece of matching material. So there's my tie backs. Right, here goes the second one. Put it into the PVA and give it a good old squish. Squish round. You save such a lot of money making your own curtains. All it takes is a little bit of printed material. I haven't tried it with satin material or anything heavier than cotton material. I'm not sure if it would work as well. Like I said, the cottons that are coated, you have to try a lot harder to get them to sit right and set. Sometimes you have to glue it twice. Now this will be a little bit more challenging because I'm working upside down, but some idea of where the pieces will go. When these curtains are dry, they will be stuck onto this section. The ends of the curtains will be there, so they will frame the window perfectly. That will go on top of the curtains as a pelmet. And these will be tacked, slipped through the curtain and then tacked at the end as a tie back. And we'll come back to that in the morning when they're all dry, when it's all dried down. It doesn't take very long, and you can make as many curtains as you want at a time, as long as you've got one of these foiled cardboard pads, which doesn't cost anything really, and the glue won't stick to it, the curtains won't stick to it at all. I'll catch you in a minute when we come back and see what the final curtains will look like. See you a little bit later. Catch you later. Hello everyone. Well, it's the next day and the glue is set. So first of all, we'll take the pins out. We're just finishing off now. Sometimes the pins get a little stuck in the cardboard. I might have made this solution quite strong, but it's good for holding the pleats in place, the curtains. Nearly there. So this is just a short pair of curtains. Usually I make longer ones with tie backs, and you can make swags to go with the curtains. If you have another piece of material, you can glue it so it makes a swag-like effect. Glue it in place, and it won't move, it stays there. It'll look great till you decide you want a different pair of curtains. Good, that's those all out. Yes, they're looking okay. The creases are nice and stiff. Right, now the next thing we do is we get this piece. Try to show you. And we cover that with glue. I use tacky glue, stronghold tacky glue. I've used so much glue. It's so good. Can you see? Yes, you can see the edge of the curtain. Goes on the bar. So now we've got that at the moment. Just try and get the camera in the right position. Oh, that's it. That at the moment. The next thing we put on is the pelmet. That's a little pelmet, which will go across there and hide any irregular folds. Yeah, that's the back. Quickly glue that. So I'm sorry if this has been a long video, but it all comes together really quickly at the end. And it's such a good, I'll just press that down for a few minutes. It's such a good way of being able to coordinate your curtains with other furnishings. You can make them as grand or as simple as you want. I've just done a simple pair of curtains today. Usually I would do long curtains, and once you know this skill, you've got it forever. Just cut that little thread off. Just needs to go up a little bit. We mustn't forget our tie backs. Just bend the curtains, and the little dip that you made, the little kink in the curtains when we were pinning them back, is the place for those to go. Get them at the right angle. A little blob of glue. Oops, I dropped the lid. Butterfingers today. A little blob of glue there. These really are a no-sew curtain. Just a little bit of pressure to hold that in place. Just wait a few moments. There you are, a little pair of curtains. That would be great for a nursery or a kitchen. Just take that back a little bit, fiddle around with them until you get them just how you want them. and in the next few shots you'll see me trying them up against the window. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a long one. Hopefully next time we'll be looking at the laundry room, which I love, and I hope to see you again next time. Please like, comment, I always love your comments, and subscribe if you want to. And it's goodbye from Glenfield Grange, making easy curtains, and I hope to see you in the next video, which will be the laundry, as I said. Catch you later. Blessings, Sharon. Bye. No, no, no. Good boy, no. No, no, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. A bit of museum wax dropped